It's been a huge Trump week, and I can't have Hutch here without talking about Trump and everything that's going on. First, I want to ask you, you're still in LA or thereabouts?
Yeah, I've been down here for like a bit. Yeah.
So what were the so-called riots and demonstrations like? Like were you near any of that? Did you see any of that firsthand?
So there was a No Kings protest, which was organized by, I can't remember, some big Dem group or something like that. And it was explicitly organized as, or advertised as, nonviolent peaceful. And that was the big protest that happened, but there were kind of impromptu protests that had popped up over the city in response to ICE. And those people were not like explicitly nonviolent. And so they were more kind of aggro, and they were like trying to block freeways. And then that started happening in like other cities. But for the No Kings protests, I went to that. It was the biggest protest I've ever been to. I think the final number was that there was something like 30,000 people that showed up that day. And when you walk through the main protest area, it's like good vibes. It's like funny signs is like a culture at protests. It's like who can have the funniest sign. There's like music. There's, millennials, older millennials, like standing on the corner handing out Gatorade. It's all very kind of wholesome. But then when you went down the street, there was a federal building where they were detaining migrants, I think. And that's where the Marines were. And so that's where you had people in camouflage holding, it looked like M16. I'm not like a gun guy, but like a big rifle. And that spot attracted a more kind of young, more kind of explicitly like leftist communist crowd. And those people for sure, like, I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them are kind of like looking for a fight, they're looking to kind of pop things off. And we stayed at that spot for like 2 hours, and it was kind of like escalating, and we kind of knew, I was like, something's going to happen here. And then we waited around. It was too hot. Finally, I left. And then like 20 minutes later, lo and behold, there was a confrontation. Like that crowd.
You just missed it.
Just missed it. But apparently that crowd had started, people in that crowd had thrown like bottles and maybe bricks or something like that. But for the most part, like the proper No Kings protest, it was super chill. Like their cops were right there. You could have walked up to the cops and said, "How are you doing?" And there was like no kind of tension or anything like that. But then these outside groups, these younger kind of radical extremists show up, which really pisses me off. It's like, do that at your own protest. Like, don't go to a protest that's explicitly advertised as nonviolent and then start doing stupid shit. But yeah, that was my experience. Like that, the proper protest was totally like safe. You could have gone there with your family. There was no fear of tear gas or anything.
Were you a tiny bit disappointed that you by 20 minutes missed seeing it pop off? Just a little yeah, bit, of course, right?
Because I knew it was a totally different vibe. Like they were very angry. A lot of them were like, you can just tell, like the clothes they wear, the kind of signs they're holding. It's just a very
the foreign flags, not a good look. Yeah.
Did you have a funny sign?
No, I didn't have a sign. I just showed up with a couple buddies of mine, and that was
okay.
It. Yeah. But yeah, that was it. It was, and then after that, it was chill. But like it was obvious that there was no need for the military. Like the cops were more than capable of dealing with that crowd. The 2020 riots were way worse than this. Like not just like 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, we got that here. But I think that was in most major cities. 2020.
Oh, the BLM ones.
Yeah, because I remember
in Kansas City. Louis. Where are you at again?
St. Louis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so it like all the violence those days in 2020 only made our horrible city look marginally worse than normal. But like if that were to happen in like Pittsburgh or something, I bet people there would notice bigger. Taylor, it's just because like our city's a ghost town already.
How far are you from Ferguson? I have it in my head you're close-ish.
Yeah, at least half an hour. Like
that's close.
I'm a decent bit from Ferguson. I've brought it up before, but the 2014 Ferguson protests, I was cracking up because one of my good buddies, shout out to Carter, he worked in Ferguson when that was all teeing off, and it was a shit dead end job that he hated. And he was like, my one joy after driving 40 minutes into Ferguson to work at this like real estate office is that I get to go get a nice McDonald's lunch every day. That's the only thing getting me through it. And these pieces of shit burned down my McDonald's. And so now I'm still driving there, but I see all my lunch options burned out as I'm pulling up, where I'm like, I guess I could, okay, McDonald's is burned, but I could do Little Caesar. Oh, man, they tagged Little Caesars up. Oh, man. Oh, fuck.
Big Wendy's has you fooled to the thing. BLM did that.
He was so upset. That made me laugh so much. He's doing much better.